What is up, YouTube? I'm back in my chair, baby. I'm back in my chair. It has been a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes, since I've done a regular video. As you, maybe not all of you know, but we relocated into a new dwelling, and it's been a job, a job to get this collection moved. And I actually have been picking up a few things the last few weeks, actually maybe a couple weeks. And I just wanted to come in here and do just an old school, regular, like old Hitman showing what I got video. I think I've done 3 like card room videos showing my progress. And you can see, guys, it's still under construction. Definitely, I think I made a video yesterday. It's definitely come a long way since yesterday. But again, it's just, tweaking things and moving, and all that stuff. As you can see back here, that's pretty cool. I call that my Drew of Vintage Legacy corner, because both of those pieces right there, I purchased from Drew. Of course, I got his, world famous card, display rack, which I love. And right above that is the old school 1970s or circa 1970s. I think that's 1970. Well, it'll be 1977 because it's set up with the Reds as the world champs, and they, of course, won in 76. And I believe the research I've done, I have all of the period correct helmets up in there. I love that type of stuff. And I picked that up off of Drew probably early in 2026. I think it was. Definitely early 2026. And it was actually in my old house. It was in our dining room because I had no room in my card room. And I wanted it really, I wanted to get that up. I said, when we get the new card room, that's definitely going in the card room. And yeah, there's a lot of things that probably aren't going to be able to go up just because of these shelves here, which I love. I'm not complaining about it. But I lose some of that high wall space all around, like 2 sides of the room. And I'm not going to put photos up behind things up on the shelf. It would be a waste of time, and you won't see them anyway. So again, lots of stuff to still do. I've just been finding stuff as I go through a box, and if I kind of find a place I think it'll look good, I pop it up. Still got not tons of boxes, but I still have a few boxes behind me, bigger boxes to go through, and then all of my set boxes are kind of stacked up in different places. When I do my next card room video, I did get one of my, the black card display cases. I got one of them up on my wall to my right, and then to my left, I have another space up here where my other one's going to go. That one's going to be a little interesting because it's a straight wall that meets a wall at an angle, and then there's a shelf, and then I have to make sure that there's clearance for the card case to open from the corner of the shelf. So I've been just working that a little bit. I definitely need another set of hands to do that, and that's it. So let me show you what I got. And not a ton. Again, just a few cards. First thing I got, this really cool. You guys might know that I do collect some DC and Marvel and some Star Wars, the 6.5 inch or whatever. Yeah, the 6-inch figures. So I picked up the Shazam. I love that, Shazam. And I got this card with that figure, so I thought that was really cool. So I got the Shazam card. Shazam! I think that's what Gomer Pyle used to say back in the day. This was the first card that I received at the new house. This came probably a week and a half ago. And it's just the 2024 Heritage, photo variation of Ronald Acuna Jr. I like those all-star cards. So whichever ones have photo variations, I try to pick those up. So there that is. And then next, only a few cards to show. Not a lot, guys. Not a lot. But I picked up a, I can't even remember what year these are anymore. This is 2020. 2020 Heritage Keston Hira Rookie Cup. That's a high number short print. So I added that to the collection. And this just came today. This shipped fast. This card is absolutely gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And it leaves me now 2 for the player run. I picked up this really awesome 62 Topps Curt Flood. That card is just gorgeously beautiful. And it leaves me the 63 and the 67 to complete the run. Then it's whom do I do next? I guess I've been working on the Thurman Munson run for a while. That's probably, need to finish that up. I got the more challenging cards for that one, so maybe that one I'll complete. But this 62 Curt Flood is just really, really just awesome, beautiful card. So there that is. And finally, this one leaves me 1 to complete this player's run. And the card I need to complete this player's run, and I'm doing it in SGC. I know it shouldn't matter, but that's where the OCD kicks in, because I want them all to be looking in the same thing. For this player, I need his 1985 Topps in an SGC, and it's a tough card to find graded in an SGC. So I'll just keep looking. But this one's very tough. These do not come up very often, and I really scored big on this one. Beautiful example. And this is kind of my, not going to the National card. My wife said to me, since you didn't go to the National, why don't you pick up yourself a nice card? My son gave me some money for Father's Day, and I was like, yeah, I think I'll do that, because definitely missed going to the National this year. I definitely was missing hanging out with the guys and all that stuff. Definitely will be planning to go next year. And going to Philly. But I am going to Philly. I mentioned that in my last video. I'm going to Philly at the end of September. And so that's going to be good. I heard Orlando told me he's going, and that's going to be really cool. I'm really looking forward to going to that show. I got a show tomorrow here in Naples that I'm going to hit. And then there's a bigger show, I think 2 weeks prior to Philly here at Fort Myers. Same promoter that runs the Naples and the North Fort Myers show is doing a spectacular, a 400 table show at the old Lee County Civic Center. That's where WCW Wrestling used to throw their shows back in the day. But it's going to be a bigger show, and looking forward to that. And, of course, Philly. But this, let me get back to the card. This card is not something that always comes up. It's a tough one. Again, I didn't buy it because of the grade. It presented itself, and I did. It's a tough card. And it's the 1971 O-Pee-Chee Joe Theismann. That card is just amazing. And this is right after he graduated from Notre Dame. He was signed by the Dolphins, but he played the first couple of seasons up in Toronto of his career. And then, of course, in 75, he went to the Redskins, and there you go. But I did look this card up in terms of pop. This is a pop 8 with only 3 higher, and the 3 higher are 8.5s. So this is not an easy card to come by, and I'm really super psyched to add that into the collection. There's the back. I will be removing it from this sleeve. I don't care for that stuff. Plus, I like the perfect fit sleeves, the heavy duty ones that they make for SGC. They're really heavy and thick. I like those a lot. And there's a cool back on there. And that's it, guys. Those are the 4 cards. Those are the 4 cards I picked up. Or actually 5 if you count the Shazam. All right, we got some vintage. We got some football. We got some baseball. We got some modern. We got a little bit of everything. And that's it. That's all I got for you. So everybody enjoy the rest of their weekends. May the cardboard gods shine out upon each and every one of you. And as I continue to improve my surroundings, I will keep you abreast of the situation and give you some updates as I make some more changes. All right, everybody, take care. I'll see you on the next video. Later.